Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another beautiful morning. Welcome to Let's Talk Football. The transfer season is here and everything is becoming hotter and hotter, especially for Chelsea. Yesterday, Cristiano Ronaldo told Manchester United that he wants to leave. And after that breaking news, a lot of people are beginning to think that the meeting between Todd Boehly and Cristiano Ronaldo's agent has something to do with that. But from the information and from the sources of news, it's indicating that the meeting between Todd Boehly and Cristiano Ronaldo's agent actually has nothing to do with that. Rather, Cristiano Ronaldo himself wants to play Champions League football. When he was signing for Manchester United, this is a part of what he agreed with them, that I want to remain in the Champions League. He thought that disappointing Manchester City and moving to the club he always loved, dreamed of, where he's regarded as a legend, which is Manchester United, would have been one of the best moves of his career. But after one season, Cristiano Ronaldo have realized that he's actually in the wrong club. They have no ambition, and when you look at things, you know that the Glazers family are not, they are there for profit. And this is another real concern for Chelsea Football Club. There is a big question that many fans have been asking: what is really happening to Chelsea Football Club? If a club like Chelsea is begging Rafinha to sign for them, that is something that is not really going well with the fans. How can a club like Chelsea, former in fact, the world champions, begging Rafinha to come and play in their team? This same Chelsea could not, convince Ousmane Dembele to move to Chelsea, to move to Stamford Bridge. From what we are hearing, Ousmane Dembele is about to sign a new contract. Rafinha is waiting for Barcelona. Imagine since days ago that Chelsea gave him a contract, 5-year contract that is on the table. The man is just looking at it. I'm waiting for Barcelona. I want to wait. You hold on. You are my second choice. This is really, 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 really unbelievable that Chelsea have Chelsea is at this very level right now. Imagine when Roman Ibrahimovic bought Chelsea. You can imagine the kind of deal the man pulled. Respect for Roman Ibrahimovic. Respect for that man. Roman Ibrahimovic came into Chelsea. In one season, the first season, he attracted big names across Europe. The biggest name, he brought them. He brought in the best coach that just won the Champions League, Mourinho, to Stamford Bridge. Today, Todd Boehly is begging Rafinha to come to Chelsea. When you look at their transfer dealing, they look more confused than any club in Europe. They are looking for delight. They have scouted Klaus. They have scouted Rafinha. They scouted Richarlison. They have scouted every player in the market. Right now, there is none. Look at Raheem Sterling. For me, Raheem Sterling is a fantastic player, brilliant player. Raheem Sterling will give Chelsea similarity of what Hazard have gave Chelsea. Since Hazard left, Chelsea have been looking for a player who is aggressive, skillful, who can take on 2-3 players. I think Raheem Sterling is at that level, despite he's an underrated player. But I rate Sterling highly. because I know what Sterling can do with the ball. So Sterling, I think Sterling will give us a little bit of Eden Hazard. That is what I think. I don't know what you think, but that is what I think. Sterling is a phenomenal player, is a fantastic player, and I think he will do well. Any Chelsea fan who is complaining, who is thinking that Raheem Sterling will not do well, I think you are making a big mistake. Raheem Sterling is a fantastic player. Raheem Sterling is a good player. Take that to the bank from me, and I'm telling you this: Raheem Sterling will perform in Stamford Bridge. My major concern this season is Aki. Remember, Aki was our former player. We let him go. I don't know what the coach sees in Nathan Aki. I'm not a coach, but I think the coach is seeing something in Nathan Aki that I am not seeing as a fan. I think there is something he's seeing in Aki. But when I look at Aki keenly, I can see a little bit of similarity between Aki and Kunde. Similarity in aggression. I think looking at their height, they are short in height, but they can jump high. But let me say this. It will be a big mistake for Chelsea to sign Nathan Aki, sign John Kunde, and start them in our defense. That will be a big error. Because last season, Chelsea conceived more goals in set pieces. Chelsea need players who have height in the defense, players who can, jump even without much stress. They can be able to jump and, stop set pieces in their defense. So, in my opinion, Nathan Aki and Joe Kunde cannot be a good lineup for Chelsea defense. But with Delight, I don't know what is happening that Chelsea is not going for Bremer. Bremer is a very nice defender with good height. Very phenomenal height, strength. So Chelsea would have gone for Koulibaly. Koulibaly is good, physically strong, and can replace Rudiger. Now, there is one thing Chelsea fans have been saying that really baffled me. That have been baffling me. Chelsea fans have been talking about, they have been hyping Rudiger too much. Remember, under Frank Lampard, Rudiger's career was grounded, was like almost finished. A new coach came in, Titi came in. Within the 6 months he was in Chelsea, he was able to revitalize Rudiger. He was able to make Rudiger this class you are seeing. Under previous coaches that left, Rudiger was not a good defender. So many mistakes and so on. But I also think that for Titi to be going for Nathan Aki, I also believe that Nathan Aki can become another Rudiger in his own style of play. So we should not overhype this Rudiger of a thing. Rudiger of a thing was just a good player within 1 season that attracted Madrid and other people within 1 season of another coach under him. So I also believe that if he can bring in a quality that he thinks that can be good, I also believe that Titi can perform magic. Titi can make a good, I think he has good coaching. But my concern is, many of us do not believe in Aki because of his height. That is my major problem. But I think that the coach is saying something in Nathan Aki. That is why he keep going for Nathan Aki. He want to bring Nathan Aki. So, but if you bring Nathan Aki and bring in what is his name again? Delight. If he can get another defender, because I think that Nathan Aki and Delight are not just good enough to. I don't think that they are just good enough for that defense. I believe that they can get Klaus. Klaus is a good player. If you bring him, very cheap, and he can play. Although he starts from the bench, but Chelsea need good defenders from the defense with good height. Klaus, what do you call his name? The light is good. Nathan Aki. But I think that Chelsea is pulling away from Joao Kindo's deal, and that is why I think they are going for Nathan Ake, because those guys will bring similarity on the table. I am telling you, those two guys, Nathan Ake and Joao Kounde, they have similarity in play. If you look at their technicality, looking at their speed, the way they play, you can see a little bit of similarity. So that is, I think, because of the price Sevilla is giving Chelsea, Chelsea is looking at it and say, no, we can keep our money in England. We can go for Nathan Ake, even if it's 50 million, 45 million. I think because Chelsea really want Joao Kindo, but they want to spend within 45 million. They don't want to close 45 million. They just want to spend within 45 million, and that is the big challenge. That is why now you can imagine they don't want to sell 45 million to Chelsea, but they are willing to sell 45 million to Barca. So I think those guys have problem with Chelsea, probably because of when you look at the deal last season, the Sevilla wanted this our defender that was in West Ham. They wanted the guy, but the guy refused them because he wants to remain in the league. He doesn't want to go to Spanish league. So I think because of that, they are not willing to do business with Chelsea. But that is my opinion. I don't know what you think. You can share your opinion at the comment section. Please subscribe to this channel.